Okay, so I think that has worked. Excellent. So, good morning, everybody, and welcome to this bite-sized children's yoga practice, where we'll be looking at a few different things we can do to help boost our immune system and keep us well. So, our immune system is the system in our body that helps to fight off viruses and diseases and keep us feeling really good and healthy. So we're going to be practicing some different sequences and moves and breath techniques in our short session this morning that you can use anytime either together or as separate little pieces to do to help give that immune system a little bit of a boost. But before we get going, we're just going to start by settling ourselves into our yoga space. So if you come to sit nice and tall on the floor, either growing up tall on your bottom or your knees and using that golden thread to lift you up to the sky. So we take 3 deep breaths with the chime. Lovely. So the main thing we're going to do is just get everything in our body moving, helping to get that blood circulating around, carrying all that vital oxygen around the body. So as we sit up nice and tall, we're going to start by circling our head nice and slowly in one direction. Drawing nice big circles. Almost imagine your nose is a pencil and you're drawing big circles. And then send your circles back round the other way. Wonderful. Coming back to a pause, sit nice and tall. And then drawing some big circles with those shoulders, bringing them all the way up to the ears, and then sliding them back and down. Lovely, good job. Twice more, really big circles with those shoulders. And then let them be all soft and floppy. We're going to bring both arms out in front of you. Begin to shake out the hands. And then allow that shaking to spread the whole way through your arms up to your shoulders. Shaking the arms up high and down low. And out to both sides. Be careful if you're sitting next to anybody. Super stuff. And then bring the hands onto the floor just behind you for a little bit of support. As you pick up both your legs in the air and begin shaking the feet. And then let that shaking spread all the way up through your legs, up to your hips. Shaking them up high and down low and out to each side. Lovely. And then coming back to a pause, we're going to come all the way up to standing now. Standing nice and tall through the crown of your head. We're going to come back to that shaking, but now we're going to shake the whole body out like a jelly. So starting with the arms, adding the head and the body, and then shaking out the legs too. One at a time. It's a bit difficult to shake both because you won't be standing on the floor. Maybe spinning round one way and spinning round the other way. Lovely. Another 10 seconds. Give everything a good shake. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then freezing nice and still on the spot. Those feet around hip distance wide. Spread out your toes and really glue your feet down firmly onto the floor. So you grow nice and tall through the whole body, lifting up the top of your head. Bring those hands together in front of your heart. We'll do a nice sequence now to really stretch out the body, repeating 3 times. I'm going to start by sweeping the arms up high, then folding forward. Bring your hands to your knees, make a flat back like a number 7. And then fold forward. Sweep your arms wide, coming all the way up tall. Hands come back to the heart. I'm going to try that twice more now. I'm going to add in some breathing cues for when you breathe in and out. If that works for you, add it in. If not, then you can just carry on with the movement. Come back to the breath another day. So tall in the head. We're going to breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, hands to knees, number 7. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, reach out wide, stretch all the way up. Breathe out, hands back to the start. And again, breathing in and out. Breathe in, number 7. Breathe out, fold. Breathe in, sweep your arms up high. Breathe out, hands come back to the heart. Super. So just have a quick look around you. Make sure you're not going to crash into anything or anyone. If you were to swing your arms out wide, and then yes, you might need to just move forward or back a bit. Okay, and once again, make sure those feet are glued down and let those arms be really floppy and heavy next to your body. As you begin to twist from your hips, so the legs are staying nice and still, so you sway your arms from side to side. Fantastic. As the arms swing round, let them come into contact with your body. Your choice how hard, but we're not trying to give ourselves bruises here. This just helps to wake up all those organs inside your body. So your tummy, your kidneys, your liver, just give it all a good old boost. Lovely. Twisting a few more times. Really let those arms swing heavy and floppy. And then slowing back down. And come to stand nice and still. Now it's really important, and we're always talking about our breath in yoga, to have healthy lungs to keep our bodies working really well, bringing in all that essential oxygen to travel around the system. So we're going to give our lungs a little bit of a boost now. So we think about becoming a gorilla. So you're going to make really loose fists with your hands, a little bit like this. So just screw them up, but not really tight. And then we're going to use those a bit like a drum to beat our chest like a gorilla. So you might like to make a funny sound here by opening your mouth. Ah. Make sure you beat all over your lungs, coming down to just above your belly and all the way up to just below your shoulders. Those lungs are pretty big in there. Maybe even tapping into the side of your body up to your armpits and down. And have a go at reaching over and tapping into the back of your body, because the lungs go from the front all the way to the back. So keep giving it a good old tap. You can keep with those gorilla noises if you wish. Ah. Carrying on for another 10 seconds all over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let those arms dangle heavy. Stand nice and tall and strong. Imagine you're on top of a big mountain. Take a big breath in and out. And again. Lovely, good job. So now we're going to dangle upside down for a little while. So we're going to start by stretching up really high. And then let those arms and head crash forward. Pop a big bend into your knees so you can rest your body on your legs. Let your head and arms just dangle like a rag doll towards the floor. Really heavy and loose. You could stay still, or if you like, you could just gently sway your body from side to side. Just feeling really heavy. Let your neck relax. Wonderful. Then slowly come all the way down to sitting on your bottom. So we're going to practice a breath that we've done a couple of times recently. But it's really, really good for helping to clear these sinuses, these passages in through your nose, and also help keep your throat really nice and healthy too. So we're going to be practicing our humming bee breath today. So for this one, it really works best to close your eyes. You can even place your hands loosely on top of your eyes to make it even darker. And that just helps you to really focus on what you feel happening around your nose and through your throat, okay? So this is really good at helping to give everything a good shake and a wriggle and clear everything up inside. So what we do is a big breath in through the nose. As you breathe out through the nose, you do it by humming as loudly as you can, just like a bee. When you run out of air, you simply breathe in and start humming again. So we'll all be humming at different times, and that's fine. Now I'll just tap my chime a few times at the end so you can finish that final hum and let your breath settle back down. So make sure you're sitting really tall, whether you're on your bottom or your knees. Close your eyes, pop your hands maybe over the top too. We'll start by taking a big breath in, humming out. Nice and loud. Just take a moment, let that natural breathing settle in. Lovely, and we're just going to take a very short relaxation today because we've only done a little tiny bit of work. We're taking a different version. This really helps to boost our immune system by draining what we call lymphatic fluid back down from the legs into the body. So for our relaxation, we're going to need our legs to be sticking up in the air. So we can either do this just laying on the floor, holding them with the hands, which is what I'll show you. Or if you've got a wall with nothing you can knock off of it, or a sofa nearby that you can pop your legs up on, we're going to go ahead and rest them on there to make it a bit more relaxing. So I'll show you with the children. They're going to pop their legs up the wall, okay? So just going to wriggle your bottom in towards the wall and let your legs rest straight up against it. Or if you don't have a wall, that's no problem at all. What you can simply do is roll down onto your back, stretch your legs straight up in the air and use your hands just to hold on to the sides of your legs, rest the elbows on the floor. And just take a few moments here, maybe even closing the eyes. Perhaps you can imagine that your legs are like a waterfall. And the water comes over the top of your feet and then runs all the way down your legs into a big pool of water around your hips. And as that water washes over your legs, it helps to soften and relax the legs as all those fluids inside drain back down towards the center of your body. So just staying still here for a few more breaths, imagining that water trickling down over your legs. Now, if you wish, you could stay here a little longer. We're going to slowly hug our knees into our chest as you gently roll down onto one side and bring yourself back up to a seated position. somewhere you can grow tall in the body. Bring your hands together in front of your heart as we bow our heads to the goodness inside each other. Namaste. Namaste. So thank you very much for joining us for our practice this morning. Feel free to repeat this whenever you like to help give that immune system a little bit of a boost. And we look forward to seeing you back here again on Friday morning for a half an hour yoga class all about superheroes. In the meantime, we have our kids yoga club tomorrow at 4 o'clock. So feel free to check out the details in the event and book on if your kids would like to join us for our World Oceans Day themed yoga class. So take care of yourselves and we look forward to seeing you again really soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.